Unless I'm very much mistaken, we've got just what we need tucked away in storage.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The watchhead's waiting for you.
Who might have the answers we need? Should we ask around? Now, Sir Gregor wants...
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit robbery? Oh, well, if you do...
Ah, well met. Here for some fruit roberant, are we? Always a pleasure.
The recipient awaits, Master.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit roberant for me? Oh, so this is what it looks like. Brilliant. Many thanks, sir. I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what you did for us. He'll want to reward you proper-like, I'll bet.
One could not have hoped for a gladder outcome.
Oh, what does this say?
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
Mayhaps it's time I went looking for it. Time to be heading home.
Now we should be able to transport ourselves here at any time, so long... we've a ferry stone with us.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Good. Then let us be on our way.
I suppose I ought mention this as well. The pawns in this party are women all.
And yet no two are goblins, Master!
I suppose I'll handle this. We seem to have come through unscathed.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. Early dripping gets the worm, as they say.
The prison has been drenched. A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all claims are true. Our kingdom sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly. Best hope you're not one of them. Regardless, you would do well not to invite my mistrust on our journey.
An obstacle blocks our way. Perhaps we might remove it by force.
Ranged attacks are my specialty, Master. Shall I assist?
I will protect you.
My magics are at your disposal.
One never can have too many of these.
What say we pelt one at the next foe we encounter? Come to think of it, some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such Arisen dismissed me after I...
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An Arisen, by all appearances.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I will make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate.
on all sides. Anyone gives...
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
These soldiers lack discipline. Wonder if it's too early for dinner.
Pray, allow me to open yon chest. You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master.
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here. I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
I felt certain I would find you here, Arisen. And it seems I was right.
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Arisen, we ought to heal ourselves while we've the chance.
We must focus on finding victory, whatever our discovery.
No Paul here. Might there be aught over there?
We ought to take a closer look.
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost.
What's this? We're trapped. A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
A Cyclops. Pray, be on your guard. Arisen, are you all right? It seems we have enraged our foe.
Reckless opponents next to us is great.
By your leave.
I misjudged you. I had taken you for another false Arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, take this, as a mark of my trust. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well, aye? Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision. Well now. The road's blocked. The cart can't get through like this. A powerful current ought to set this rock to crumbling, if we could summon one.
Water is spilling through the cracks here. What could be the cause?
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
Is your pack slowing you down, Master? Pray, bear in mind that you can only carry so much by yourself.
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
We've got goblins! We cannot be too careful.
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox cart, then.
I was informed of your coming would be arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first, it would seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one arisen. That arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the sovereign. The only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days passed. You confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, ending Ramon's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous council, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the council's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the sovereign in your stead, a mere puppet. However, with your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time to spare.
Aha! There you are!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till next we meet. Farewell.
Might you be looking to enlist?
I must urge that not so lights might there be to
do. And precious little time.
Now, this is a place to forget one's troubles.
Mayhap I'll set out on my
What
own
am I supposed to do?
Someday.
Captain, I'm afraid if I skip out of patrol.
This looks as good a place as any.
No shame in letting down your hair now and then.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Something
This
good will
really
come
is
today. I just know it.
Oh, yes? I possess no ill intent, I assure you. I merely wished for a closer look at these bows. Those of other races differ so in design from our own, you see. I cannot deny I am curious about them. That's all 'tis, mind, curiosity. I have no desire to actually own one of these contraptions myself. And even if I did, it isn't as if I could purchase one. It would be unseemly for an elf to aspire to such a thing. No matter how they fascinate me, 'tisn't to be.
I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have yourself a look.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
Welcome to Bjorn's Armor, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check... The price, just remember, misers die early. Deaths. Hope to see you again.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have yourself a look.
These foreign bows do so intrigue me, but I shall admire them from afar. 'Twould be unseemly for an elf to... You would simply give this to me? Oh, that is most generous. I would gladly accept it. You have my gratitude. Fascinating. 'Tis not dissimilar from an elven bow in make, and yet 'tis unlike one in near every respect. Such as this bowstring. It looks quite the same, but the tension is altogether different. I suppose that comes from using different materials. Why do you stare? Perhaps you find it absurd that I should marvel so at a bow not of elven make. I suppose I sought inspiration, for I confess I find myself rather lost. My aim has suffered of late, such that my wayward arrows simply would not strike true. The timing could not be more unwelcome, as my skill with a bow is to be put on trial anon. Forgive me. I should not expect you to know of our ways. I speak of the trial of archery, a time-honored elven custom. Every elf undergoes this trial when they reach maturity. Till we succeed, we are not considered to have come of age. I have been training most diligently, yet my skills ne'er seem to take shape. Indeed, I fear my aim has only worsened with each new failing. I grew so vexed with myself that I sought to learn a foreign form of archery rather than master my own people's. Thanks to you, I now have the means to do so, though I dare say I shan't make any headway on my own. Say, it might be just what I need to find my aim. Please, sir, you gifted me this bow. I only ask that you show me how to wield it. Many thanks. I'm indebted to you twofold. But this is no place to practice. Would you be so kind as to meet me by the ruins north of Trevo Mine? That's where I train, you see. I'll be able to concentrate on your display of bowmanship much better there. I do hope you'll join me. For now, I shall bid you farewell.
Greetings. Welcome to the Guild Hall. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word. Forgive me, but I'm afraid we are not accepting registration for warriors or sorcerers. You see, as we currently have no archer staves or greatswords on hand, we are unable to outfit new members. And we cannot simply purchase more, as the delivery of arms intended for the local armory and other guilds in this domain was plundered by goblins. So regrettably, I cannot assist you, unless you were to procure a weapon yourself, that is. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Certain vocations are unavailable at present, save to applicants who already possess the requisite equipment. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Methinks Roderick will be able to tell you aught of the stolen shipment. He runs the local armory, and we purchase almost all of our stock from him. May fortune smile upon you, sir.
Whence might we procure such a thing?
Well met, sir.
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
Indeed. Tell us, there's been a shift in the chain of command.
Oh dear. What am I to do? Hail, friend. Have you a spare moment? I've an eye for people, and my instincts tell me you're of trustworthy ilk. I'm in a bit of a quandary, you see. I'm to be gone for a week with no one slated to mind the house in my stead. Fear not, I only ask your name to list as a tenant. You needn't bother yourself with the cleaning, and I don't expect you to stay cooped up in there neither. I'd be much obliged if you'd simply consider my home a waypoint on your travels. Sound appealing? Then come on by and have a look-see. I've taken the liberty of marking the location on your map.
Wonder if there's any easy work to be had.
I know just the person we need.
You've come. Glad to see you, friend. So, what say you? Would you care to live here in my absence? As I've said, you needn't worry about tending to the place. Many thanks, friend. I knew I could count on you. I'll stop by again in a week's time, but till then, farewell.
We will find much better rest in an abode than out in the elements, methinks. Let us make good use of it while we can.
Right you are.
We must rest, though the sun is still up.
All the best tales come from travellers at the inn.
All this hustle and bustle puts me right at home.
We want for information. Mayhap we ought to speak with this Sir Roderick. Certainly, Master. I can take you to this individual.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to
What did you think of that story? 'Twas well told and all, but not particularly exciting, eh? I mean, it's the sort of thing you hear bandied about the tavern every other night, isn't it? I'd heard tell of a beggar doing well for himself, so I came out here to learn his ways. Haven't learned much, that's for sure. And by the look of it, he doesn't appear to be making much for his efforts, neither. So where's all his coin coming from, then? Makes a man wonder, it does.
gather round, gather round. Treat your ears. Is to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if...
Shall we get some rest then? It It appears night has fallen while we slept.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
Shall we get underway?
Right, door's locked. That should do it.
Not gonna work if I'm to put bread on the table.